Hey guys, DC Multiverse dude here. Just got a really cool delivery with the new McFarlane Blue Beetle figures. Here you see Blue Beetle in battle mode, and we've got also the Conrad Carapax, or just Carapax megafigure. Now there's been a few reviews online for the battle mode Blue Beetle, but not a lot out there for Carapax. So I think today that's what I'm going to focus on and bring you guys a look at this pretty sweet looking megafigure. Okay, so we've got the Carapax figure out of the box and with all his accessories laid out. You'll see he comes with the standard DC Multiverse stand, nothing new there. We have a collector's card, Carapax from Blue Beetle, with some stylized artwork on it. And there's the bio for Conrad Carapax. Now, in the comics, I'm not, too familiar with the character, but he's often called, Conrad Carapax, the indestructible man. And he essentially, his soul becomes bound to sort of a robot. It looks like from this bio here that the movie will depart from that origin a little bit. If essentially, the look of the character is sort of a modernized, updated version of that classic character, but with sort of a Pacific Rim style edge to the robotic design. It retains sort of the fundamental features such as the coloring, the sort of Centurion helmet or Roman helmet and visor look, these panels and pauldrons that stick up, kind of captures that basic silhouette. But it's a new take. It's a sort of a movie inspired take. I should also mention, quite pleasingly, he comes with a pair of extra hands. You'll see he's got his punchy hands on now. These are his expressive hands. They're not doing too much. You'll see that they've got a bit of purling in them, some white purling. That is sort of prevalent throughout all the black plastic. There is a white purling effect. I'm not sure whether that's intentional or a defect. I'm going to assume it's intentional to give it some texture, but it's worth noting on the two hands. Now, as for the figure itself, like I said, not too familiar with the character, and who knows how big of a role he's going to have in the new movie. I decided to pick this up because I think it's highly unlikely we're ever going to get a Carapax figure or a classic comic book Carapax figure, and this is as good as it's going to get. So if I'm looking to add this to my villains collection, if I want a Carapax for my villains collection, this is it. Just to get a closer look at some of the details, you see that the actual sculpting on this is quite excellent throughout. Like, all that line work, paneling, the detail is great. The orange accents throughout are fantastic. It extends to the arms, the pauldrons, through to the feet. See, they're highly detailed. It's overall just a really cool look. I think this is kind of realistic enough, but also broad enough to fit within a comic book collection. What I do notice about it, which is sort of interesting, is it's a very stiff figure. These arms sort of, despite the fact that, he's not the biggest mega figure, you've got really limited articulation at the elbows. These are really stiff. His head can tilt up and down like this, but it's quite tight to twist left and right. There's resistance. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually resistance on the head swivel. I'm not sure if that is a defect with mine, but I'm hesitant to actually force it, lest I actually snap his head off. Also worth noting, these pauldrons have articulation. You can see there's that sort of white purling effect. This gives some really good expressiveness, and you can get some dynamic poses. These apparatus back here are fixed, so they don't swivel. In terms of the legs, he's got the knee joints, toe, ankle, but he's got swivel on the ankles. They're just really tight. So he's kind of got all the standard articulation. I don't imagine there's much going on in the midriff, in the midsection. There's side to side. It's quite good, but up and down is nothing. There's sort of soft rubber here, but you know, good luck getting that to sort of hold anything. He's not leaning forward or back. And like I said, that head articulation is really bizarre, that I can't actually swivel his head left and right. I'm hoping that's just an issue with mine and not a broader issue with the design of the figure. But like, there you have him. He's quite hard to balance. To get him to balance, I've sort of had to sort of hunch him over a little bit. And something else to note about this figure is he doesn't come with any other accessories. Now, in the trailer, which I've seen, Carapax comes with sort of like, it looks like a whip, an energy whip. Nothing like that here. No weapons, just the extra hands, which are quite cool. But I think that's disappointing, particularly when you consider that this is not one of the bigger mega figures that McFarlane has ever made. And let me show you some comparisons so I can demonstrate what I mean. So here you have the Carapax mega figure standing next to one of the most recent mega figures, which is Carapax. By no means the tallest that McFarlane's ever done. I mean, Swamp Thing towers, and above these, so does Titan Joker. So, you know, these are not the biggest. But you can even just see by looking here, Carapax is solid. And, you know, there's a hollow torso, I accept, but these arms are huge. He's taller, comparable level of detail. He's much heavier. I kind of feel like Carapax is barely a mega figure. And, you know, they really could have added to the value by including some accessories like the weapon, you know, or more hands. I think this, you know, my overall feeling here is this is a little bit of a lacking value proposition. So I'm a completionist. I wanted a Carapax for my villains collection. And, you know, if you look at him in isolation, quite a cool figure. Quite a cool looking mech character, but when you compare it to something like this, which is just, you know, superior in every way, more essential, do you really need Carapax? You know, if you're me, you do, but even then, I'm feeling a little bit ambivalent about it. This doesn't feel like a mega figure to me. It feels like just, you know, it feels like one of the larger standard figures. So if you compare this to Devastator, that came out, you know, in the first year of the line. That's sort of what this feels like, just a big standard figure. And I know about inflation, I know all that, but this is barely a mega figure, and I think McFarlane knows it. And I think that, you know, it's a hard sell for most people. If anything, this feels like a builder figure. You know, that's the sort of scale we're working at. Not quite a mega figure, bigger than a regular figure. I could imagine all four parts of him coming in a wave. But no, this is a mega figure for the mega figure price point, double the price of a standard figure. I don't think he's worth it, but I still think he's cool. So your mileage may vary. Hopefully this has been helpful for you in making a decision. You know, this is like a 6 out of 10 figure. Not bad at all, but it doesn't excite me. You know, there's very little spark of joy. Maybe once the movie comes out, I feel differently. And I feel more passionate about this figure and this character and this look. Right now, it's an okay figure, and your mileage may vary. So look, if that's been interesting or helpful to you at all, give me a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure, whether you'll be picking it up or not, whether you're excited for the Blue Beetle movie. I'm quite excited. I think it'll be good. I also think it'll bomb terribly at the box office, but that's a separate question to quality. Subscribe, you know, for more reviews. Hopefully I'll have some more coming up soon. Until then, see you next time. This video was brought to you with the support of Fett's Hideout Toys and Collectibles. For a great range of toys from DC Multiverse to Black Series to Marvel Legends, Hot Toys and more, visit Fett's Hideout Toys and Collectibles and use the offer code DCDUDE. That's DCDUDE for an exclusive discount month to month. Could be 5% off or $5 off at checkout. Try the code, see what you get, place an order with Fett's, and you won't be disappointed. And we thank Fett's for their continued support of this channel.